What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new live stream. Man, we got some big free agency moves. Got some big free agency news. Very exciting. There's a lot of signings that I loved. A couple of signings that I was disappointed with, but overall, can't wait to get into the live. But let me get the page pulled up and we can get right into it, guys. But yeah, can't wait to talk to or discuss it on the Sportsville this Friday. Let me make sure my screen's actually sharing. Yep, okay, we're good. All right, so I believe I left off here. I don't remember if I covered this, but the Jaguars were originally going to release Christian Kirk. He's a wide receiver because of the money, but Texans said, "Wait, hold up. We'll give you a draft pick for him instead." So they went ahead and did that. He's not a number one receiver by any means, but he's a good slot receiver. So they get CJ Stroud, another receiver to work with. And obviously Stephon Diggs is still a free agent. As far as I know, he hasn't signed anywhere. 30 years old, coming off an Achilles tear. And Tank Dell's injured. He's out for the entire season next year. So they had to get wide receiver depth. So I do like the fit. And then a bit of a surprising move. The Jaguars went ahead and cut tight end Evan Ingram. He's a very underrated player. I think he's a very good tight end. He's not elite or anything, but he's pretty good. Spent the first part of his career with the Giants and then ended up on the Jaguars. But yeah, Jaguars are going to need a new tight end, though. That's for sure. And he actually signed with a different team today, which we'll get to that later. Next, we got Bobby Wagner. Now, I thought he was going to retire or he was going to go to the Raiders and reunite with Pete Carroll, but Commanders re-signed him to a one-year deal. That's pretty good. Low risk, high reward. He's a solid veteran to have. Obviously, he was a freaking beast in the Legion of Boom with Seattle. Just not the same player he used to be, but he's still, a solid player to have. But it's going to be a one-year deal worth up to $9.5 million. This could be his last season, but we'll see. And then the Commanders decided to go ahead and release defensive lineman Jonathan Allen. This guy's very, very good. So he's no longer in Washington, which we'll discuss where he ended up, which I actually really like where he ended up. Then the Buccaneers re-signed Levante David. No brainer there. 14th season. Wow. And the Raiders went ahead and traded for Geno Smith. I think I talked about that last week, but yeah, just a bridge starter for them. And the Bills decided to extend Greg Rousseau, I don't know how to say that, to a 4-year, $80 million extension with $54 million guaranteed. He's a very good player. He's very underrated. I'm surprised people don't talk about him that often, but he is very, very good. He's really good defensive lineman. So definitely very well deserved. Then the Bengals went ahead and extended Mike Gesicki, very solid tight end. He's not a blocking tight end, but he's a really good receiving threat, though. But they're re-signing him to a 3-year, $25.5 million deal. So very well deserved. He had a solid season for them. Then the Chiefs are going to be re-signing Hollywood Brown to a 1-year deal, $11 million. I think he's a solid receiver. He's been very good throughout his career. Played for the Ravens for a bit. and then he played for the Cardinals for a little bit, and then he ended up on the Chiefs. Then we got the Ravens extending Ronnie Stanley. That's a no-brainer there. I wanted him on my Pats, but unfortunately, you don't see good left tackles hit the open market. It's very rare. You don't let those guys go. So this is a no-brainer. It's going to be a 3-year, $60 million deal. So they extended him like right before the legal tampering period. And the Commanders, they re-signed Zach Ertz to a 1-year, $6.25 million deal with $9 million in incentives. Surprisingly, it seems like he doesn't age. He's still a very productive tight end. And then the Bills are releasing Von Miller. I kind of saw this coming for a while now. Just not the same player he used to be, and he's getting a bit older, and the Bills don't have a lot of money to work with, so they had to clear up some cap space. Then after all the drama, Myles Garrett gets extended with the Browns after requesting a trade, basically saying that I want to go win a Super Bowl. It's my dream since I was a kid to win a Super Bowl. But it's probably not going to happen because he's stuck in Cleveland even longer. And he's 30 years old. Now, he's still a very good player. Don't get me wrong. But by the time this deal's up, he's going to be 36, 37. And do you think the Browns are going to be in contention for a Super Bowl by that time? I don't think so. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. But they just can't get any stability at the quarterback position, and it's unfortunate. But I thought he was going to get traded to either the Lions or the Bills. I thought one of those teams were going to get him, but I think the Browns could have gotten a lot in a trade. He probably would have gotten at least 2 first-round picks, in my opinion. Probably more than that, but it's going to be a 4-year extension with $40 million per year average, including $123 million guaranteed money. So yeah, he secured the bag. But yeah, he's a very good player. Chiefs re-signed Nick Bolton to a 3-year, $45 million deal. And then the Lions went ahead and released Darius Smith. So it'll be interesting to see where he goes. And then the Vikings went ahead and re-signed Aaron Jones. It's going to be a 2-year, $20 million deal with $13 million guaranteed. He did say that he wants to end his career in Minnesota, so that's probably what's going to happen. Seahawks went ahead and extended Ernest Jones. I predicted that was probably going to happen. Solid player. Devontae Adams is going to be signing with the Rams. Now, I do like this a lot. He's going to be coming in there to replace Cooper Kupp. He's a nice deep threat wide receiver. Even at age 30, I still think he's a very good receiver. Going to be a 2-year, $46 million deal with $26 million guaranteed. So it'll be interesting to see him and Stafford playing together. Then my Pats got Harold Landry. I really like the signing. They reunite him with Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel knows how to use him. So I think he's going to be a very impactful player in our defense. But it's a 3-year, $43.5 million deal with $26 million fully guaranteed. It's a pretty fair deal. I think so. And then Bills are extending Josh Allen, who just won the MVP award. Very well deserved. They reached an agreement on a 6-year deal worth $330 million with $250 million guaranteed. Very, very well deserved. He's a very good quarterback. Hopefully for him, he can get over that hump and win a Super Bowl. And the Steelers went ahead and traded for DK Metcalf. Now, I wanted DK to go to the Chargers because I thought Justin Herbert, DK Metcalf duel would have been really fun to see. But instead, he's going to Pittsburgh, who currently has no quarterback because it's looking like Russell Wilson's going to leave and apparently Aaron Rodgers went radio silent on the Steelers and the Giants, and the Vikings, are discussing it, but we'll see. But DK and George Pickens, that's going to be fun. It's going to be fun watching them get into like nonstop fighting, like on the field, like throwing punches at each other, and they're probably going to fight over who gets to wear 14, and they're probably going to start fights with other DBs on the field because they're both similar receivers. They have similar attitudes, and but yeah, good for the Steelers, I guess. Now you just have to get a quarterback. The Falcons went ahead and released Grady Jarrett, which I believe he ended up on the Bears. And the Panthers went ahead and extended J.C. Horn. I think J.C. Horn's a very good player. He just did not have the best year this past year. But he kind of like reset the corner market, but he's agreed on a 4-year, $100 million extension with $70 million guaranteed, making him the highest paid DB in NFL history. That is pretty wild. Not going to lie. And then Chargers went ahead and re-signed Khalil Mack. He's a very good player. He was thinking about retiring, but he decided that he's going to give it another go. But Chargers signed him on a 1-year, $18 million deal, fully guaranteed. Still a very good linebacker. And then the Buccaneers went ahead and signed Haason Reddick. I do think this is a solid signing. Obviously, he lost himself a little bit of money by holding out for so long. And when the Jets gave him that deal, he came back and he was just awful. So hopefully he can bounce back and turn around on the Bucs. And then this is a no-brainer here. The Buccaneers went ahead and re-signed Chris Godwin. I knew this was happening. I just had a feeling that he was going to go the Mike Evans route and, value loyalty over money, and that's exactly what he did. I don't know how true it is, but I heard the Pats offered him $20 million a year, but he turned it down to stay in Tampa Bay, and I respect that. I just felt there's no reason for him to leave since he already won a Super Bowl with them. Then the Bears are going to be signing Falcons center Drew Dahlman to a 3-year, $42 million deal. I love what the Bears have done so far since they got Ben Johnson as their head coach. They've, improved their interior O-line like drastically. Like they got Joe Thuney at left guard, they got Jonah Jackson at right guard. Now they got Drew Dahlman at center. So the Bears O-line looks a lot better. So I really like what the Bears are doing. Then the Texans signed another slot receiver, Braxton Berrios. It's a 1-year, $2 million deal. Nothing crazy. Jimmy G's re-signing with the Rams. And then a big one, the Patriots are signing Carlton Davis to a 3-year, $60 million deal. I really love this signing. We needed size at the corner position. And, Christian Gonzalez is great. Unfortunately, there's only one of them. You get him a guy to help him out in the secondary. So you have 2 corners. You can play on the outside. I really, really love it. And the Lions go ahead and replace him with DJ Reed. Love the fit there. He's a very good corner for his age. The Lions need to upgrade the secondary. So I think that's a really good signing for them. But it's a what was it? It doesn't even tell you how much money. So I don't know how much it was, but good signing for them. And oh boy, the Patriots are signing Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles defensive lineman Milton Williams to a $26 million per year deal. Full contract is 4 years, $104 million. Now, I was confused by this at first because I saw multiple reports saying that he was signing with the Panthers. And then all of a sudden, nope, he's signing with the Patriots. I'm like, what? How did that happen? So apparently he was ready to sign with the Panthers, but the Patriots were like, whoa, hold the phone for a second. Hear us out. We can pay you way more money than them. We can triple that offer. So he went ahead and changed his mind and signed with New England, and I'm so excited to have him because he's phenomenal in the Super Bowl. He's only 26 years old, so you're getting him in the prime of his career. I was going crazy when he strip sacked Mahomes in the Super Bowl. I'm like, damn, like he's a really good player. So I'm excited to have him, and he is now the highest paid player in Patriots franchise history. He has passed Tom Brady for the highest paid Pats player in Patriots history. And then Panthers pivot. They went in and signed Trayvon Mooring from the Raiders. He's a safety. So you're addressing a position of need there. 3-year deal worth $51 million. Good move for them. And, oh boy, the Seahawks are signing Sam Darnold to a 3-year deal worth nearly $100 million. Now, I do think this is kind of an overpay. Like, I'm not saying Sam Darnold's bad or anything. I felt like he had the best year of his career. Like, if you put him in the right situation, he's going to succeed. But the thing is, the Seahawks, they don't have a great O-line, and they just traded away DK Metcalf, and they released Tyler Lockett. So I'm not really sure if he's going to have – I don't think he's going to have nearly the same amount of success that he had in Minnesota, because Minnesota had Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, and they got TJ Hawkinson back in the middle of the season. All Seattle really has right now is Jackson Smith-Njigba, and he had a breakout year. I'm not denying that, and I think he's going to be a very good receiver going forward. But besides him, they pretty much have nobody in that receiving room. And you have Noah Fant, which is a solid tight end, and you have Kenneth Walker as a solid running back. But, other than that, it's not looking great for the Seahawks. But I still think Sam Darnold is still a good player, though. And then I kind of had a feeling this one was going to happen. The Jets are signing Justin Fields. It's a 2-year, $40 million deal with $30 million guaranteed. That right there, I do not like. I don't think Justin Fields deserves $30 million guaranteed. I'm sorry. But I just don't think he's that good of a quarterback. Like, he's just not a great passer. He can run, but he's just not a great passer. And to be a quarterback, you have to be able to pass. But I actually thought the Steelers were going to pick him over Russ, and I thought they were going to re-sign him. But it looks like they're going to lose both, apparently. That's what it looks like. But this is a low-risk, high-reward for the Jets because they're not expected to be good next year anyway. So even if he does bad, they could have a good enough pick to draft a quarterback. And, they'll have a way to get out of it, this contract. But yeah, I think he'll be there for like 1 year, and then they'll probably get rid of him for a rookie. But that's probably what's going to happen. Then the Colts went ahead and signed Viking safety Cam Bynum. It's a 4-year deal, $60 million. They're upgrading the safety room, which is good. They needed to do that. Then the Broncos were cooking. We'll get to more signings later, but they got 49ers safety Talona Hufanga to a 3-year deal with up to $45 million. Very good signing for them. Broncos fans have been wanting a safety. They got one. And then this one I had a feeling was going to happen. Cardinals signed Josh Sweat. They reunite him with Jonathan Gannon. They needed an edge rusher really bad. I thought he was really good, for the Eagles through the playoffs and the Super Bowl. But it's a 4-year deal, $76.4 million. I think it's a very good deal for them. Then you got Josh Palmer to the Bills. He's a receiver for the Chargers, but now the Bills are getting him. They got Josh Allen, so they'll make it work. And then Grady Jarrett's going to sign with the Bears. Solid pickup for them. 3-year, $43.5 million deal. And then this one kind of shocked me. The Commanders trade for Laramie Tunzel. Now, he's a left tackle. I don't know what the heck the Texans are doing. Now the O-line's going to be even worse. Now it's CJ Stroud's going to be under a constant duress, and unless they address the left tackle position. But, yeah, just not a good look on the Texans. But great move for the Commanders. You're getting a really good left tackle to protect Jaden Daniels, so good for them. But they got Laremy Tunzel and a 4th-round pick in exchange for – they got Laremy Tunzel and a 4th-round pick for a 2nd, 3rd, and 4th-round pick. Okay. And then Browns are trading Kenny Pickett, or they're trading for Kenny Pickett, and the Eagles get Dorian Thompson Robinson. So they're basically just swapping backup quarterbacks. Colts are signing Charvarius Ward from the 49ers. I think he's a very good corner. So this is a great move for them. They need to upgrade the corner spot, and he just wanted to get out of the San Francisco area. He lost his daughter, unfortunately. She sadly passed away at a very young age. So prayers out to him and his family. But, good signing for him, or for them, excuse me. Wait, what was the deal? I forgot to read the what was it? The value of the deal. So it's going to be a 3-year deal worth up to $60 million. Okay. And then the Dolphins are signing former Jets QB Zach Wilson. He's signing a 1-year deal with them. So if Tua gets hurt, which he probably will because he is injury prone, he might get an opportunity in Miami, but we'll see. And then this one kind of pissed me off. Patriots are signing former Bills wide receiver Mack Hollins. It's going to be a 2-year, $8.4 million deal that maxes out $10.4 million. Apparently, Bills fans are heartbroken over this for losing him. This guy's a weirdo. I'm sorry. He just there'd be posts whenever the Bills had a playoff game. He'd walk into the stadium freaking barefoot wearing a Sesame Street mask. Bro, what is wrong with this dude? He is weird. I'm sorry. But Cowboys signed Javonte Williams. So they get a running back. It's a 1-year, $3 million deal. And the Broncos, like I said, Broncos were cooking. They got Dre Greenlaw to a 3-year, $35 million deal. They get someone to pair with Nick Bonito at linebacker. That's very exciting. Somehow the Saints re-signed Chase Young. It's a 3-year, $51 million deal. Pretty sure they're dead last in cap space. I don't know how they were able to do this. Then the Chargers went ahead and signed Najee Harris to a 1-year deal, $9.25 million. So that's interesting. I don't know what the plan is, J.K. Dobbins. I think they should keep J.K. Dobbins, but we'll see. And then Niners release fullback Kyle. I'm not even going to try and say that last name. Niners are kind of in shambles right now. The Vikings re-signed Byron Murphy. I knew this one was going to happen. It was a no-brainer, so good move for them. 3-year, $66 million deal. And the Vikings were cooking. They also got Jonathan Allen to a 3-year, $60 million deal. Huge upgrade to the interior defensive line. They could not stop the run for Jack. So hopefully that helps that problem. And then Dolphins safety Javon Holland signing a 3-year deal, $45 million, including $30.3 million guaranteed with the New York Giants. I wanted him to go to the Vikings, but it's a good pickup for the Giants. They needed to upgrade that secondary, so you get a free safety, and you got Tyler Nubin at strong safety, so that's a very good move for them. And then this one's kind of funny. The Texans are trading for C.J. Gardner-Johnson in exchange for Kenyon Green. Eagles will get a 2026 fifth-round pick. Texans get a 2026 sixth-rounder. So basically just swapping picks around. Now, this guy is kind of a menace on the field. You just see the way he acts. He gets into people's faces. He taunts them. He starts fights with people. He's kind of an aggressive, great player. I just think it's funny the way he acts. But Noah hates him. And then the Colts are signing Daniel Jones to a 1-year deal, Probably just going to be the backup for Anthony Richardson. But if Richardson gets hurt again or just sucks, then they'll probably give Daniel Jones a chance. What else we got? Cowboys resigning Kevontae Turpin, very good returner on special teams. And then Devontae Adams gets Puka Nacua to change his number from 17 to 12. So Adams gets to wear 17. Then the Saints sign Chief safety Justin Reed. So good pickup for them. It's 3-year, $31.5 million deals. And it's $22.5 million guaranteed. Again, I don't know how the Saints are doing this. They pretty much have no money. Cardinals sign Patriots quarterback Jacoby Brissett. So he's a solid backup at best. Nothing crazy. And then the Ravens, I really like this one. The Ravens are signing DeAndre Hopkins to a 1-year, $6 million deal. I really like the fit. I'm interested to see him play with Lamar. I think that's going to be fun. Obviously not in his prime anymore, but I still think he's a solid receiver. And then the Bills go ahead and sign Joey Bosa. I wanted him to go to the Niners so bad because I wanted to see him play with his brother Nick Bosa, but said he's going to Buffalo. There's actually a fake report that said he signed with the Niners, but that ended up being fake, unfortunately. Then the Bills went ahead and extend DeMar Hamlin. Obviously, you know the history there. I like his story, though. I do like his story. And then this is kind of a sad one. The Rams are releasing Cooper Kupp. So he is now a free agent. There's a report that said he had interest in the Patriots. I just don't think he's a fit for Josh McDaniels' scheme. But, you know, I could be wrong, though. But I wouldn't mind having him. The only issue is he's injury prone and he's a bit slow. And he's just not in his prime anymore, unfortunately. But still would be a good veteran wide receiver to pair with Drake May. And then Commanders are re-signing Marcus Mariota to a 1-year, $8 million deal. Then Cowboys are training for Bills corner Kyer Elem. I probably said that wrong, but oh well. But yeah, Jerry Jones is just going out and picking up mid players. I'm just not really surprised by that. And Vikings make another good signing. They sign 49ers defensive tackle Javon Hargrave to a 2-year, $30 million deal. Really like that for the Vikings. So they were cooking. And then the Broncos went ahead and signed Evan Ingram. They get an upgrade at the tight end spot. Really good, really good signing for them. It's a 2-year deal. And the Steelers are signing Darius Slay, so he gets to stay in Pennsylvania. So they get a corner there. And the Seahawks are signing Cowboys legend DeMarcus Lawrence, signing him to a 3-year deal worth up to $42 million with $18 million guaranteed. Big loss for the Cowboys, but he's just not the same player. And this one's new to me. The Eagles are signing A.J. Dillon to a 1-year deal. He's the Packers backup running back, but he hadn't played all season because of an injury. So we'll see how he does. And the Panthers are signing Cowboys running back Rico Dowdle. So it's going to be a 1-year deal, $6.25 million. He's a solid running back. He's not an elite running back. But obviously Panthers won't have Jonathan Brooks for the rest of the season because he tore his ACL. So they need a backup behind Chuba. But I do think he's a solid running back. But Cowboys need to draft a running back in the draft. Then the Vikings are signing safety Harrison Smith. So that's I thought he was going to retire, but they end up keeping him for at least another year. But 14 seasons. It's crazy. And this one surprised me. The Saints, Cam Jordan's returning to the Saints. I thought he was going to retire, but he's going to end up coming back. He agreed to a revised contract, so he's going to be back with the Saints. And then after 1 year away, the Chargers are bringing back Mike Williams on a 1-year deal, $6 million max value. So it's solid for them. They need to get a receiver back. Oh, boy. Here we go. The 49ers are signing former Patriots quarterback Mac Jones. So he'll be Brock Purdy's backup. Kyle Shanahan actually wanted him in that draft, but they ended up taking Trey Lance instead, which Mac Jones is probably slightly better than Trey Lance, but it's not saying much. But yeah, he'll just be there as a backup. And then Panthers renegotiated a contract with Adam Thielen. He's going to return for a 12th season. This guy is ageless. He's still a really good slot receiver. Like his first year with Bryce Young, he goes for 1,000 receiving yards. So he's an ageless receiver. So still very, very good. And then I believe the Vikings also signed Will Fries. I don't know if I skipped over that on accident or what. But let me see if I can find that post. I don't see it. Did I skip over it on accident? I might have. Or maybe they just didn't post about it. Yeah, they didn't post about it for some reason. All right, 1 second. Let's see. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't post about it. It's a big thing. Let me see if I can find it on the other page. Honestly, I'm only covering the major. I'm not covering like every signing because some of them are just rotational players, so not that exciting. But there we go. Let's see. But Vikings are signing Will Fries to a 5-year, $88 million deal. Top guard is off the board as Minnesota invests big in the trenches. Yeah, so I really like that for the Vikings. I think Vikings have made a lot of good moves. Feel bad for Tristan because Tristan's a Cowboys fan. Also, the Lions lost not Will Fries. Excuse me, Kevin Zeitler. Let me see if I can find him. I think it was today, earlier. Here it is. The Titans are signing Kevin Zeitler to a 1-year, $9 million deal. 35-year-old is moving on from Detroit after a 1-year stint. So big loss for them. He's a good offensive lineman. So they'll have to get a replacement at some point. And let's see. Nothing crazy. Like Stephon Diggs hasn't signed anywhere still. And this one I wanted to cover. The Vikings are also getting Colts center Ryan Kelly to a 2-year, $18 million deal, $9 million guaranteed. Vikings have done a great job in free agency. So I love what the Vikings are doing. But I don't think there's any other major ones. Patrick McCarry, he signed with the Jaguars. Good pickup for them. I think that's all the major ones. Poona Ford's headed to the Rams. Chargers defensive tackle. Patriots also got Morgan Moses as well. So we got a starting right tackle for next season as well. Yeah, I think that's all the major ones. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think the Chiefs have won enough, I think. But yeah, what's today, the 12th? What's the NFL draft? I know that's in April. It is April 24th. So a little over a month away until the draft. But yeah, a lot of good moves. Let's see. Oh boy, what's going on? Oh. But yeah, the School Spirits finale was last week. I thought that was a really good episode. Second season was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. Then Invincible season 2 finales tomorrow. I'm excited for that. The last Invincible episode was crazy. You had all these Mark, like all these Invincibles from like different dimensions, like just wrecking havoc. Like it was crazy. So I'm excited. For tomorrow's episode, so that'll be fun. It's already been confirmed that School Spirit season 3 is going to happen. They already got greenlit for season 3. I think they like confirmed it like during or like before season 3 got. Like season 3 got greenlit before season 2 premiered, I think. Let me see if I can find the article. I thought I saw an article that said it was greenlit or whatever. I saw it somewhere. I don't remember. But yeah, we'll do a third season because you can't just end on a cliffhanger like that, you know? Like, I'm happy that Maddie got her life back, but Simon's trapped with Mr. Martin, so that's not good. So we'll see if he's able to get out, but you know, we'll see. But yeah, I think it'll happen. Thought I saw an article confirming that season 3 was confirmed, but um, now I can't find it, of course. So that stinks. See what day is it? Today's the 12th. Oh, tomorrow it'll be officially a month since Cobra Kai ended. I just realized that because today's the 12th, tomorrow's the 13th, so it'll be officially been a month since Cobra Kai ended. That's crazy. But I'm gonna go like 4 more minutes. I just don't have a lot to talk about, and I'm kind of tired, so I'll go for like 4 more minutes, and then I'm gonna head off. Sorry for the short stream. I just don't have I just don't have a lot of material for you guys this week, but should have more to talk about next week. I do want to start doing. I got to start making tier lists for like Cobra Kai. You know, season 6. You know, part 3, and I gotta make character tier lists. I gotta do fighter tier lists, and you know, tier lists for the episodes and stuff like that. So I gotta get that stuff going. I like to make my own tier lists because I like to have my own, you know, custom images and custom tiers and stuff like that. How would I rank season 6? I do want to make a video of me ranking the seasons from worst to best. I do want to do like a regular video on that, which is probably going to be, which is probably going to be controversial because a lot of people have different opinions on the seasons. But I do think season 6 is the worst season out of the 6. I don't think it's completely terrible, but compared to the other seasons, it's just not as good, to be honest. That's just my opinion, though. But there's moments that I love in season 6, but then there's those other moments that just weigh it down for me. So I really don't think it's that good of a season. I didn't see him for some reason, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's a technical issue or something. I don't know. StreamYard's been bugging. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it a night here. Sorry for the short stream. I just don't have a lot of material to talk about, and I just don't have a lot of energy. But I will see you guys on Network and Noah's stream. I did watch Daredevil episode 3. It's been solid so far. It's not amazing. I think it's solid though. But yeah, but I'll see you guys then. Have a good night, everybody.